CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code chicken.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the problem with Season 25 and everything like that. The good news is, guys, make sure you watch most of this video because I can guarantee this is going to help a lot of you guys out and get you straightened out and on the right path, because it's a bit confusing out there, but we got it all covered. We're going to get right into it. Guys, I do appreciate it if you use the code CHICKEN in the shop if you're going to pick up instant training or anything like that for the season in a heavy rush meta, which we're currently in. We're going to need instant training to survive if we're going to try to be competitive. So, yeah, with that being said, the base I've got loaded up right now, it's okay. It's pretty good for the limited amount of defenses that we have. But let's talk about the tech tree first here before we get too far into this. Now, this season really has come down to if you took the top path or the bottom path after the open the third engine. So the top path has, unfortunately, for me anyways, and not for everybody, but unfortunately that has been the way to go. Bombardiers have not been that effective. Kavan is essentially useless early on. Now, both of those things are going to be important, especially as we move forward to 4 engines. Bombardiers and Kavan are going to dominate. But right now, we're in a heavy rush meta, and the key, everyone that made it into gold, or a lot of guys that made it into gold, they went heavy rush. They went to top path with boom mines and boom cannons, and they got critters, and then they pushed ahead to go to 4 ERs. So that was kind of the way to go for today. We'll see how it shapes up tomorrow. I think we're really going to hit a good streak, but you can see right now I'm just barely in rank 13. Like, look at this log. Oh my god, it's bad. But I just switched to this base. It's a good base. This was helpful, and yeah, so skipping building damage, skipping mines early on was good. Do not upgrade the Zukas. They're not at all in the meta. That was a total just mistake by me on the stream, which if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, so what do we actually need here? What do we actually need? So we need defenses. If we're not rushing ahead, if you're not looking at 4 ERs soon, go ahead, grab the building damage, grab the machine guns, grab the cannons, get your flamethrowers, get your boom cannons, get your boom mines. All the defenses are going to help you out. Now, if you're kind of like me and you're a little bit in between, you're not quite at 4 engines, you skipped a lot of the defenses, what we can get away with is getting critters very soon. So if we can get critters, that's what we're going to need to be able to survive. So, yeah. That's basically it. So I just opened up a chest, and what we're going to do is I'm actually going to max out the flamethrower, and I'm kind of banking on this helping us out. So we're going to do the flamethrower, and then we're going to, I think I need to save my tokens for critters, but what else? Oh, I'd love to upgrade those cannons a little bit. They're a little bit weak. So we're going to max out the flamethrowers, we're going to upgrade the cannons, and we're going to see if this is going to be able to help us out at all. So I'm going to put this one right about here. And let's go over the attacks. Now, like I said, this is a solid base. I mean, this is the engine placement. You know, the base, aside from that, kind of depends on what you have. If you have maxed out defenses, a little bit of a cluster can be nice. Like an L-shaped base, just using 3 points there. Other than that, this is pretty standard. I mean, this is kind of a variant of what everybody's running. So let's see if the flamethrowers are going to be what's going to put us over the edge today. Hopefully. So for these bases, it's always the same. It's always the same, guys. Now, if we just look at this in terms of, you know, what's the quickest route? So going from here to here to here is the slowest. Typically what we want to do is go from this engine to this engine to this engine. Usually the engine's not all the way in the left. It's somewhere in the middle, but or it's somewhere a little bit higher up, but either way. Now, if we look at this base, he's got no mines. He's got boom cannons, and he's got boom mines. So that means he took the top path, right? But with the troop health, with the heavies, there's not going to be much tech out there that's going to be able to stop them. Kavan with second wind doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. I like to use him just as like a distraction. It's kind of like throwing critters down behind the heavies in like a strange way, if that makes sense. But what these attacks come down to is how well you can time the flare throw. So you see right there, as soon as that engine goes down, I want to be moving. I want to be getting onto that next engine. But you see the difference that would we would have here with critters. Like, we'd be able to take out the one engine, and then we would be fine from there. Now, we did scout a little bit, so we're not totally out of this one just yet, although it is kind of looking like it. So let's see. That's going to give us 3-2, which is an okay time. But let's see. This guy might have Bombardiers. Now, I did beat Bombardiers earlier. And I mean, this guy's in rank 12, so if he beat us with bombers, I'm not overly impressed. There we go. We got him. So, flamethrowers, man. That was the key. Now, let's see what he used here. Yeah, heavies and bombardiers. So, the bombers are not key right now. We need them. We're going to need to get them. Just not, they're not the flavor of today. Now, I haven't seen many people use them and just like super aggressively flare them, which I feel like is the problem. Like if you're going to use bombardiers and have a bonus to them, you have to flare into stuff very early. So let's try this one out again. We're going to take the same exact path. This guy does have max flames. He does have mines, so it's going to be a little bit trickier. A little bit harder to get away with. We're going to get almost no value out of the second wind, so I'm going to save the GB instead for shocks. Now, our shocks are still at level 1, so we don't have... they don't give us a ton of value, but they're nice to have, especially for these triple flamethrowers up here. Those are going to hurt. So let's go ahead and start shocking them now. And we want to time this really well. Okay, something like that. And I think we might need another flare here. I'm not sure. We can't be worried about what he's doing. We can't control that. We're doing all we can to survive on defense. I missed the flamethrower. Whoops. We're doing all we can to survive on defense, and then, you know, just focus on doing everything we can on the offense, and just try not to get too frustrated with it. I mean, it's so easy to do like 100 battles in a row and, like, you know, start to pull your hair out because things aren't going well and you're doing everything right, or so you think. But, you know, just take it for what it is. It's warships, right? You're going to go up and down. It's going to be all over the place. You're going to suck today and then be better tomorrow. Look at that, man. Look at that. That's 4 in a row. Whew. We'll take that as a little win streak. Not super impressive at rank 13, but we'll take it after today. We'll take it. So let's just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I did get to rank 14 early this morning. So, yeah, and then we fell all the way back down to 12. It's just rough. It's rough out there. I mean, I kind of got caught between having the right defenses and trying, like, not having the defenses and trying to push ahead at the same time. I kind of got caught between that zone, and I ended up having basically nothing on offense and nothing on defense. So once we add critters to the mix, we start to upgrade some of our defenses. That's when things are going to pick up for us. That's where we're going to be able to do some better things. Now, if you can do heavy rush with smoke, that's definitely an added bonus. You can see right here, we're taking some pretty heavy casualties just from those boom cannons. So that's something obviously we want to try to minimize with some shocks if we can. And let's go, I don't know, let's shock right there, I guess. And 3, 4, 2, 3, 2. It's going to be another nail. They're all nail biters. They're all like within 5 seconds. They're all very close attacks. There's no way around that, you know, at the beginning. It's the same as, you know, it's kind of the same as what it always is. Oh, he beat us by 1 second. So, you know, we'll hit a bit of a rush and then we'll fall off again. And yeah, but the key right now is 16 plus 13. That's going to get us, what, 29. So we're going to have just enough to open critters. But I'm not going to have very many tokens to unlock, to upgrade them. So that's going to be tricky. But yeah, I mean, it kind of depends where you're at. We either want to go to... we want to go to critters. I'd hold off on bombers for now. Get some defenses so you can survive. Try to, like, you want to get to gold as soon as possible. That's the most important thing at the start of the season. So if you can maintain gold and then kind of backfill some of the other stuff as you move forward into 4 yards, that's going to be the optimal way to do things. You know, rushing ahead is good, but it's not good if you're stuck at rank 12, you know, like I am right now. So if I was to say, you know, go bombers and then save up to 4ER next, that wouldn't make sense because I'm stuck in iron the whole time. Like, I'm not making any progress and I'm losing out on those keys. from the gold chest. Now, speaking of keys, we still don't know if, when, how, or why. Well, we know if those extra tokens are coming. They're coming at some point. That's all I know. I don't know how much. I don't know when, and I don't know anything else about it, unfortunately. But we got a surprise coming at some point, so that's definitely gonna be helpful. So keep an eye out on the shop. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you find it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Backpack.